Fairy tales from Norwegia are collections of folk tales and legends that have survived from the times of Old Norse pagan mythology. These stories mostly include ghosts, fairies, gods, winds, mountain trolls, and they are all compiled into a lovely reading. Today, we shall listen to the story of the boy and the north wind. Once, there was a very poor widow and her son. The widow became very weak and they were already very poor. So, the widow sent her son up to a safe to get food for cooking. But when the boy went outside the safe, the north wind huffed and puffed and blew the meal away. This did not happen once, but it happened 3 times. After the 3rd time, the boy got very angry. He thought that the north wind ought to have behaved better, and he decided to go and talk to the north wind about this. The walk was long, but the boy did not give up. He walked and finally came to North Wind's house. The North Wind was at home at that time. "Good day, sir," the boy told the North Wind. "You came to see us yesterday." The North Wind greeted the boy in a gruff voice, but he was confused to see the boy. "What do you want? Why are you here?" The boy sighed. "Me and my mother are very poor. Yesterday you came and blew our food off the safe. If you keep doing this, we will have nothing to eat." The North Wind stared, and then he realized that he was at fault here. "I do not know what to do about your lost meal, but I can help you in another way." It was the boy's turn to stare as the North Wind gave him a cloth. "When you are in need, just say, 'Cloth, spread yourself and serve all the good dishes. You will have everything you want.'" The boy was very happy and he thanked the North Wind and started back home. The boy stopped at an inn on the way home. He decided to start an inn exactly like this, and he also felt that if he used his cloth, he could serve all the people and live his life that way. But he had to test the gifts that he had got. So the boy spread the cloth on the table in the inn and said the words, "Cloth, spread yourself and serve all kinds of good dishes." Everyone at the inn, including the boy, was stunned when every single variety of food cropped up on the table and everyone had their fill. So did the boy. The boy then went to sleep. However, the landlady of the inn saw the power of the cloth. She realized the power, and when all the guests of the inn were asleep, she stole the cloth from the boy and put another one in its place. The boy woke up the next morning and he did not know that things had changed. He went to his home and told his mother about the conversation with the North Wind and the cloth that he had got. His mother was eager to see the powers of the cloth. However, when the boy tried the cloth at home, nothing happened. The boy realized that there had been a mistake and decided to talk to North Wind again about what had happened. The boy went to North Wind's house again and told North Wind that the cloth did not provide any food. Though North Wind was surprised on hearing it, he did not say anything. So, North Wind decided to help the boy again and gave the boy a sheep. The sheep made gold coins as soon as the boy asked the sheep to make money. The boy took the sheep, and this time too, the boy could not get home in a single night. So, he spent time in the same inn that he had done before. However, this time, before spending time at the inn, the boy decided to try the powers of the sheep to know whether it actually worked or not. And he also had to make sure that he had to pay the innkeeper for the night. The sheep gave the boy a lot of money. The landlord of the inn saw the power of the sheep and naturally he became greedy. At night, when the boy was fast asleep, the landlord exchanged the sheep for another one of his own. Unknown to all this, the boy took the sheep and went to his own home. When nothing worked in front of his mother, the boy realized that something was seriously wrong and decided to meet North Wind again. This time, however, the boy had a fairly good idea of what could have happened. After he explained his problem to the North Wind was silent for a few minutes. "I have nothing more to give you other than this stick." North Wind pointed at a stick in the corner of his house. "If you ask the stick to hit someone, it will hit them until you ask the stick to stop." The boy thanked the North Wind and went on his way. This time too, he reached the inn to stop for the night. The landlord of the inn saw the boy and saw the stick in the boy's hand. The landlord believed that the stick would be important and decided to steal it from the boy at night. When the landlord thought the boy and all the others in the inn were asleep, he crept up to the boy's room and he tried to take it. The landlord had not even touched the stick when the boy yelled at the stick to hit the person near it. The landlord yelled and ran from the room, but the stick chased him and did not stop. Finally, the landlord asked the boy to call the stick off and promised to give the sheep and the cloth back to the boy. The boy called off his stick, and after that, the boy took his cloth and sheep and went back home. And that was how the boy got the meal that he had lost to the North Wind. I hope you enjoyed the story.